Hi everybody, my name is Jason Acosta-Cousar. I'm from Florida, Jacksonville, Florida, I would say. That's where I spent most of my high school years until I was sent away to a military school by my mom. This was actually a very big impact in my life. I had to try a bunch of new things. I was uncomfortable doing things, but I'll get into the story. So in 2007, my mom sent me away to this military school. She needed time to get back on her feet. So, of course, me and my twin brother, we agreed. We was like, okay, no problem. Once you get yourself together, we'll come back home and everything will be good. But it was actually a very, very hard time for me. When we got to this school, they made us carry our bags. It was almost exactly like the military. They made us carry our bags over our head and run in place and everything. And I wasn't used to this kind of stuff, especially going to a regular public school. But when I got there, there was a lot of people running from this school. And the crazy thing is, when we got to this school, they told us, yes, you can run. You can run if you want to. The next gate or the next place that you'll reach with civilization is about 42 miles away. So I was like, wow, that's really far. I might not do that. But after like the first 3 days, I was actually thinking about running myself, and I'm gonna honestly say it was by the grace of God that I did not run from this school. Um, I can honestly say it was good for me. It instilled a lot of discipline in me. We had to march everywhere. We had time eating. We had 4 minutes to eat. So we had to basically stand outside, wait until they lined us up to go in, and then they would give us 4 minutes to eat. And if we looked away from our plates, they would just get us up and make us leave. Um, we also had this program in school. It was the GED program, but you also had another test that you could take to get your high school diploma. It was called the FCAT. In all schools in Florida, they have to take this test when you're in high school in order to get your high school diploma. So the whole thing about this school was to help kids who were struggling in school, who had dropped out of school. It was to give them another chance and to get their diploma or get their GED or whatever they needed to do. So even the classes there were kind of difficult. They did almost the same thing as I said previously. When they lined us up for the defect, they sent us in there and we sat down, and they did a roll call. But if anything had happened, if somebody forgot to raise their hand before they talked, one of our cadre would come in, they would take us outside, and they would do what is called caping, corrective action physical exercise. Uh, Another term for it, if you were in the military, is called smoking. They smoked us, and then they would send us back in there sweaty, hot, irritated, and upset, to continue learning. But over the course of the 6 months that I was at this school, I actually made a lot of good friends. I became more comfortable with things. It taught me discipline. It taught me how to say yes ma'am, no sir, yes sir, thank you. And it was actually a very humbling experience, if I may say. Um, but after a while, you got used to how things were working. You got the discipline instilled inside of you so that you would already know what you had to do for that day. You became stronger, you became more fit, you became more focused on what you need to do, and you actually had a lot of cadre and teachers, instructors that would sit down and talk to you and ask you how you were doing, how things were at home. But and that really helped me. That really helped me a lot. I can honestly say that I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't go to that school. I couldn't say I joined the Army, which I am in right now. I wouldn't have been able to get a contracting job. But the tough part about this school was to remember that this will end. I will make it through this. And after that school, even after that school and getting into the Army, I remember that when I went to basic, I had the mindset of I will get through this. And I think that's probably the most important thing that I could take from that, that some things will always pass. They will pass. You can get through them. It's all about you and what you make of it. And I made a good thing of that school. I got my high school diploma. I graduated as student first sergeant. I was really, really good at DNC. And I made a lot of friends there that I still talk to this day. But if anything, I would say take that with you. You can get through this. Even in Liberty University, if you feel like you are not going to make it and you're just like, I'm not going to do this, just remember you can get through it. It's only a few weeks. You can do this. Just take time, relax, and remind yourself every day when you wake up and you brush your teeth and you look in that mirror that it will pass and you can get through this. So my name is Jason. I'm looking forward to meeting and talking to all of you guys online. Hope that you like this video. Apologize about the room. Currently traveling abroad. I'm in Afghanistan, so if you see these bland videos, that's the reason why. I thank you, and you guys have a great and blessed day. Namaste.